It's July 5th, 2023, and I've got 3 free best bets for you. Let's dive into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF bets video for you where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day, just trying to help you make some money as we run up the bag together. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July holiday. I know we did over here at DYF Bets. We had another successful winning day on the channel. We did sweep the board again. Now, I will say, it is 1-0. We did win on both of our picks that we put out yesterday. We cashed in on the 3-leg player prop parlay, plus 128 odds on that one. No sweat hitter parlay bet right there. No sweat winner. Then we did also go over on the Mets and D-backs over 9, but I am going to mark it down as a no action because the Mets did change pitchers. I pitched Cody Senga pitching for the Mets, and he actually got replaced with Max Scherzer. So because of that, even though the game did go over and the bet still did hit, I'm going to technically list it as a no action because if it did lose, I would say that it wouldn't have counted. So as a result, just only 1-0 on the day, even though we did go 2-0. You can see our year-to-date record right here. That is back-to-back sweep days. We have not lost yet on the month of July in the channel, so let's keep those fingers crossed. Let's keep that momentum going. I told y'all I was going to start heating up. I'm not sure if we're there yet. I'm just trying to stay humble, trying to make sure we grow this bag. And listen, we got that $500 challenge going on inside the Telegram group, so making sure that you like and subscribe to this channel and clicking the link in the bio below, so this way you can be a part of not only the picks that I'm putting out, but also a part of that $500 challenge where I'm trying to grow a $500 bankroll and seeing how quickly we can get that thing up. All right, guys, so let's dive into our first best bet of the day. For my first best bet, I'm staying with the first 5 total on this one. First 5s have been really good to us as of late, and trust me, those bullpens have been blowing a lot of games. So make sure that if you are in a position where you're not trusting the full team, including the bullpen, then you need to be going with that first 5. And I'm going with the Rangers and the Red Sox, first 5 under 5.5 runs. I've seen about minus 125 on several books, so you know it's pretty consensus across the board. And in this matchup, we have Brian Bello going on the mound for the Red Sox against John Gray for the Rangers. And I think we have 2 pitchers on the mound that have shown that when they are locked in, they can pitch with the best of them. Brian Bello has been really impressive of late. He's 5-5 on the year with a 3.08 ERA, while John Gray is 6-4 on the year with a 3.21 ERA. And Brian Bello has been the model of consistency over his last few starts. In his last 3 starts, he's faced the Marlins, the White Sox, and the Yankees. So 3 pretty solid lineups who have been hitting the ball pretty well over the last month or so. And he went at least 6 2/3 innings in each of those 3 starts and only gave up 1 earned run in each of those matchups. That's what I love to see right there. That is the definition of consistency. And then when you also look at him and you watch his games, which I have been doing, he has great command over his control as well. He limits the amount of walks that he gives out and free base runners, and just in general, he doesn't give up a ton of hits. He does get a few double play balls, a few timely pop-ups, so he really knows how to control the mound as a pitcher, which I love to see. And because of that, I think that he should be able to be consistent in this matchup as well and be able to keep this Rangers offense at bay, at least for a little bit. Now, John Gray on the other side for the Rangers is a bigger point of concern, as he has not been the model of consistency that we're looking for. In his last start against the Astros, he went 6 innings, he gave up 7 hits, 5 earned runs, and 1 home run. But in the start before that, he went 5 innings and only gave up 1 run to the Yankees. And if you look at his stats over the last month or so, John Gray's had 1 game where he'll pitch really well, give up 1 run, then he'll have 1 game where he'll give up 5 runs. Then he'll have another game where he'll pitch, give up 1 run, then another game where he'll give up 6 runs. So he's been 1 good start, 1 bad start, 1 good start, 1 bad start. So coming off a rough start, the numbers are telling me that he should be due for a good start in this one. So that's one of the reasons why I like him in this one. But I do think that inconsistency can lead to the Red Sox getting out to an early lead. So I would put a lean on the Red Sox first 5 money line. I probably will drop that to the Telegram group later. So make sure you're joining the group so this way you can stay active and see if I actually do drop that play. But I think I got to go with my gut with this one and go with the first 5 under for a few reasons. The first one being that we get this under at 5.5. Most first 5 totals are at 4.5. So I do like the fact that we're getting a little extra run boost right there. And then 2, I think that when you look at the form that Bello's been in, it screams out under. And then if you look at John Gray's numbers, although he has been inconsistent at some times, he has shown strength on the road. Most of his rough outings have been at home, where he has a 4.27 ERA, but on the road he has a 1.99 ERA. So I love to see that. So yes, I think that we are getting a little value because we have the strength of the offenses. Both the Rangers and the Red Sox are two of the top offenses in the entire major leagues, especially when it comes down to scoring runs. But I think that we do have a favorable pitching matchup in this one today, where we should be able to stay under this total in the first 5 innings. So give me the Red Sox and Rangers just under 5.5 first 5 runs as my first best bet of the day. For my second best bet of the day, we're headed over to the A's and Tigers matchup. We're going with the no-run first inning in this one. Make sure you guys are shopping around and trying to find the best odds. Now, I have not put out a Nerfy on the video in a little bit because the Nerfies have not been as good to us of late, but I do like the numbers and the backup and the support behind this one. One, both of these offenses are not really good. We saw that yesterday in this matchup. They both were scoreless heading into extra innings. They didn't score a single run in the entire 9 innings. So it goes to show you that both of these offenses are kind of a weaker. And then we've got Ken Waldichuk on the mound for the A's, and he's been really strong in Nerfies this year. He's 9-2 on Nerfies, and he hit his last one as well. So we love to see that. And then we've got Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Tigers, and he has yet to give up a run in the first inning this year. He's 11-0 on Nerfies since he's been called up to the majors. So we love to see that. And like I mentioned, both of these offenses are not the strongest. They're both ranked in the bottom half of the league in terms of runs per game, and the Tigers have a 77% Nerfy success rate, and so we love to see that. They don't score a ton of runs in the first inning. Now, while the A's have been a little bit better in the first inning with a 72% Nerfy success rate, they have not scored a run in the first inning in their last 2 games. So I think because we've got 2 pitchers who are really strong on the first inning, and then 2 offenses that are not also the strongest in the first inning as well, I like that combination here. So give me the A's and the Tigers in the no-run first inning. We only need 6 outs, and let's sweat it. Now for my final and third best bet of the day, you guys know where I'm going. I'm going for a 2-leg player prop hit parlay in this one. We've cashed our last 4 hitter props on this channel. So listen, we're going to run it back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm going for Fernando Tatis Jr. in this one and Christian Yelich both to get 1 hit. If you parlay those together, you get to about plus 104 odds on FanDuel. And I really like that value as we can double our money with 2 really strong hitters. So first we've got the Padres who are taking on the Angels, and they're sending Patrick Sandoval to the mound. The Angels are, and Sandoval has given up his fair share of hits. In his last start, he gave up 8 hits, and in his start before that, he gave up 10 hits. Now, if it's a hit party, then you know who's going to be a part of the action, and that's Fernando Tatis, right? He's been really great of late, one of the bigger all-star snubs. He has at least 1 hit in 19 of his last 25 games, and at least 2 hits in 3 of his last 4 games. So we love to see that. And then he's also had success against Sandoval in the past. Not the biggest sample size, as he only faced him in 2 plate appearances, but he got a hit in one of those plate appearances, so that's still good for a 500 batting average right there against Sandoval. And then also, I love the fact that he did not get a hit yesterday, right? I know he didn't get a hit yesterday, so that means that he's overdue for a hit. He took his day off yesterday. He's been consistent, batting over 300 this past month, so I think that we should be able to keep that momentum going. So give me Fernando Tatis to get 1 hit as the first leg of the parlay, as he has a really good favorable pitching matchup against Patrick Sandoval, and he's been in really good form. And then for the second leg of the parlay, I'm going with Christian Yelich, who's another guy who's been on an absolute tear over the past month for the Brewers. He's batting .339 over the last month. He has at least 1 hit in 8 of the last 10 games, including 2 hits or more in 3 of his last 4 games. So he's been swinging the bat really, really well. And you might also want to take a look at his HRR line as well. That's hits, runs, and RBIs, because he scored a run in at least 8 of the last 10 games as well. So there might be some value on the HRR line over 1.5. And then one of the things I also love to see when I'm handicapping hit parlays, like I mentioned with Tatis, batters who have experience against these pitchers. Now, Yelich, he's had a ton of opportunities to go against Justin Steele, who's pitching for the Cubs, and he's had great success against him. He's batting .375 against Justin Steele, and that's in 18 plate appearances. So he's faced him plenty of times, a lot of times to learn his pitch release, a lot of film that he can watch on him as well. So because of that, I love the success that Yelich has had, not only against Steele in the past, but also over the past month. So if we parlay his 1 hit, with Fernando Tatis to get us 1 hit, then we get to about plus 104 odds right there, which is good enough for me to double my money. And if you want to look at a few other players as well, then you might want to take a look at Bo Bichette. He's been hitting the ball really well. Corey Seager's been hitting the ball really well. Of course, you've got Luis Arraez, who's been doing it all year, and then we've got Ronald Acuna as well, who's been hitting. So all of these guys are guys that I like that you can add to this player hit parlay if you want to get a little bit better odds there. But I think these two guys are going to get it done for us today as our way to double our money. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Hopefully that we can sweep the board again. Can we sweep the board 3 days in a row? We have not done that on the channel yet, but I'm looking forward to being able to try to do it. I told y'all in July I'm trying to heat up, so hopefully we can keep the momentum going today. As always, I can't wait to see some of the picks and plays that you drop out, so make sure you're dropping a comment on the video with your favorite picks, and then also clicking the link in the bio so you can join the Telegram group where you're going to stay up to date on all my favorite plays. We've got some early baseball action today. We've got some Wimbledon going on. I've got a Wimbledon bet pending right now. So, you know, there's a lot of games that we should be able to take advantage of outside of these best bet videos. But as always, I'm just trying to help you make money, and I want you to help me make money as we grow together as a community and we grow our bankrolls. Can't wait to see the money you make. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, dictate your fate. Let's make some bread and let's get after it. Later, guys.